You know our franchise is sad in poverty when we are literally celebrating scoring a run. I am extremely impressed by Jorgensen overall in that first series. He did pretty good on the mound. You know what? He did let up 3 runs. His ERA though was actually pretty damn solid. He had 2 home runs. You know what? They didn't really have any film to really see what RJ Walgate was made of. At the end of the day, you know what? Great performance from both Jorgensen and Cheatham. You know what? Gators and Magic looked really good in Series 1. Anyways, y'all, welcome back to the AJ Plays channel, and today I'm bringing you the next Discord Reacts for the season. We are doing both the Magic-Gators series, series number 3, and then series number 4 between the Downtown Diamondbacks and the Pacific Predators. Let's get right into it. My brain cannot comprehend having an AJ on the Magic. Okay, some positives. Agner made some actually really good contact in games 2, and I think game 2 especially. And then Bonham in right field actually looked pretty damn solid. Defensively, behind Walgate, Miller and Bonham were both, reinforcing him with compliments and just keeping him going, keeping his morale high. And at the same time, they were both really good defensively. I think the Magic could be really good this season. They could surprise some people. But again, it's one series. Let's see how things play out by the time Series 2 ends. I'm not saying Bonham could definitely still be ace material. But you know what? Again, Bonham should definitely get 1 star. Either game 1 or 2. Walgate gets the other one. And then, you know what? Whoever's having the better day between Walgate and Bonham will come in and pitch game 3. It's against the Preds. And last year, Bonham after a while started getting figured out by the Preds. So we'll see how exactly this goes. It's really sad to say. I think 2021 Brendan Zerlag might be a one-off, and even then, his stats kind of got inflated based on, after one series that he played, and that was the Mallard series. I don't know. I hope that, he comes back to the way he was, but he could this season have another bad one, and then we could see that post-puberty Zerlags had only one good season. The rest have all been, mid, to say the least. It's just... I want Zerlag to succeed, but unfortunately, he's not really doing that. Yeah, Grant Miller sent that to, bro, he sent that all the way up in Ontario. I found a random wiffle ball in my backyard the other day. That was a nuke and a half. Grant Miller, Jesus. A lot of firsts for the Magic. First time winning an opening series. It was the first series for Miller, Walgate, and I think this might be the first time that a rookie has taken 2 games. He's taken the first 2 games that he's pitched. Did Zerlag? Did Brendan? I'm just trying to think back, because I think the Gators duo was the only one to do it in 2020, where it's Jorgensen. No, this is the first time I think that a rookie has won his opening 2 starts. And honestly, Walgate killed the whole series. Walgate did really well. So, you know what? Did Bonham cost him a perfect game? I really don't know. But at the end of the day, you know what? The Magic took the series 2-1. First time they've won an opening series, I think, ever. Holy crap. Bonham should be getting at least either the game 1 or game 2 start in the next series. My opinion, bro. Grant Miller, yeah, I think we got him more for his hitting, not his pitching. Bonham has some value left to this Magic team. He can pitch, bro. We've seen Bonham at his best. When he is on, he's cooking. And with the Magic actually having a decent morale across the board, imagine how Bonham would be locked in, consistent, and just fired up the whole time. Imagine how Bonham could pitch like that. Yeah, pretty much whatever they hit was a straight ball. And I think they can see that pretty well, considering they've played. I think they've, the Trenton guys especially, have played wiffle ball since, they were, young kids. Younger than probably ECK Sports, for example. Again, yeah, so if Miller can have a little bit more movement on his pitches, I think he can be really solid still. But you know what? It doesn't hurt to give Trevor Bonham a chance. Walgate will definitely get game 1. I think Bonham gets game 2. Game 3, you can either do Walgate, Bonham. If you have to, you can turn to Grant Miller. You at least have a little bit of depth now. These Magic at least have a little bit of depth. Bro, what the hell did you want Grant Miller to do? This isn't the damn Sim League, by the way. At this point in time, I'm recording Penguins-Eagles World Series! Yeah, the next one to get ownership would be the beloved Cheese Curd himself, Captain Curdy. Yeah, I think Jordan Curdy, it's his time. As I said, this isn't the MLW Sim Miller. This is literally the real-life Grant Miller in a competitive MLW. There's not 5 teams tanking every season. This is competitive MLW now. Jack Agner, kindly. You're one of my favorite players in the league. Probably my favorite player on the Magic right now, but dude... You have a superstar. If he asks you to do something, bro, you give what the star wants. Playing wise though, Agner actually looked really damn good, so we need that. Agner needs to be solid in a 4-man lineup. If he's gonna bat himself, He did okay. He honestly made good contact. He got 1 hit. You know what? We had a combined 4 hits on the day. At the end of the day, we won the series, but again, we're going to need more hitting. And if Agner can at least get used to playing wiffle ball again, because last year he wasn't that active, you know what? I'll take it. As a Magic fan, I'll take it. I thought Agner batted like .90 or something, like .090, like, or maybe that might have been Bonham, but Agner actually hit 150. It's sad that it's surpassing my expectations, but Jesus. And then Curdy's 214 was the best on the team, not including Chadwick. Oh my God. Walgate can really prove his legitimacy as a 14-year-old, the tallest 14-year-old I think I've seen in my life. He can really just prove his legitimacy if he can. I'm not saying shut out the Preds. I'm not saying win both games. If he can go like 1-1, keep things competitive with the Preds, his ERA stays below like 2 after that series is done. I'm honestly comfortable with that because you know what? It just proves that RJ can actually play with the big dogs. He's got a lot of time in MLW. So you know what? If he can tame the Pride Series 2, I think the kid's legit. So I made this comment and I didn't even like realize that Chadwick actually hit really well. He batted like 286. He actually hit pretty decently. So you know what? Chadwick, my bad, buddy. Didn't really mean for that. You're still one of my favorite players in the league. Okay, if I had to give you favorite players in the league, Norp, Drew, a chatty top 3 in any order. Agner's definitely in there. And I mean, who doesn't like Rudy Ramirez? Yeah, I was literally I was watching this series. I think it was like game 2, and meanwhile we're getting like we have it on the screen in the Dodge Caravan, and we road trip to Boston that weekend, and we're just at the border, like we're getting interviewed by Border Patrol, like we're just like talking with the border agents, right? It's hilarious. Like, did I call it or did I call it? There's Jason Chadwick. Like, bro just shows up. After every single one of his series that he plays in, bro just shows up. Like, he will. It's almost a guarantee. Like, I love his activity that he's there, but it's like, people are like, oh, AJ, you called it. I'm like, no, I didn't. This happens all the time. Bro, your Discord username is literally Corgis. I don't know what you're getting mad about, the first team to lose to the Mickey Mouse Magic. Bro, I don't know what you think this is. If it's going back to the trades that happened for the draft and stuff, dude, again, those things are done, okay? Even as a Magic fan, you know what? Those things could have been a little bit rigged in our favor. I don't care. Things are in the past. You have your rosters now. Just, like, and the best part was he was a Magic fan. He literally had it, like, a Magic icon next to his name. Then he was, like, kind of, bullied into removing the... It was just... bro talked and then he just backed down. Like, dude, if you're gonna talk, back up your game a little bit. That's all I'm saying. And we don't condone any we don't condone any bullying in the Discord server. Like, we are not for that whatsoever. I'm pretty much more just saying, like, he kind of felt like pressured into it because, like, we were saying, like, you're shit talking the Magic, but you have a Magic icon next to your name. Like, make it make sense. Which some of these kids never make it make sense. This is bad. Like, I don't know some, like, okay, Jack wasn't bad, yeah, for sure. You don't know between Curdy and Trev. Yeah, okay, I think the lineup definitely should include AJ Ackerman. Miller's definitely in there. Agner actually looked pretty promising. I think Curdy over Bonham, in my opinion. I think you gotta keep trying them all out. Maybe even try out Walgate for a game or two. You have a lot of options. You can definitely try out a lot of different guys. But my brain still just can't process the Magic having an AJ of their own. Bounced by the Wildcats in the Sim League, baby! I gotta give this to you 110% beats. Like, okay, here's my thing with the Leafs, okay? I'm not saying we deserve to win the series, because for you to go down 3-0, congratulations, you suck. But Game 5, I'm sorry. I think a lot of the hockey fan base across North America can agree that we feel like that was a goal. Morgan Riley's second goal that was called back because apparently there was a attempt to blow the whistle, which, dude, how can there be an attempt to blow the whistle? If you don't blow the whistle, there was no attempt to blow it. Like, bro, make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. Make it make sense. But even the NHL refs just can't. But anyways, yeah, the Leafs, they realized Game 4. This isn't a golf trip. We actually have to play. I thought these were exhibition games. Oh my lord. Jesus Christ. Why does it always go back to the Leafs? Let's keep in mind that based on the Gators' performance, the trade will not look that bad at all for the Cats because they did get that Gators 24 draft pick. I'm sorry, I have lost the ability to comprehend how years work as of late. You can even ask anybody in the Sim League about it. But long story short, yeah, no, again, keep in mind, there's a draft pick, and we haven't seen Liam Jackson play yet. If Liam Jackson doesn't play for the Cats this season, I don't know what to say. Because that, I don't feel like, it's not exactly, like, rigged. I don't... It's just so controversial. We don't know that much about how the Magic, like, got their pieces. I feel like maybe the Walgate trade was more pure because, you know what, there's a future for next season. You can maybe say that the Cats are targeting, a possible tank. But even with the two solid players, you know what? I think they're really looking to add a third because Pearson, again, still have high hopes for a guy like Pearson. However, imagine adding a third guy to the caliber of Nick Saylor and Kyle Schultz. Like, imagine adding, like, a Jimmy Norp in the draft. Like, imagine the Cats, dude. They'd be a dynasty until 2020, like, 7, 28. No, I'm not going to go ahead and read what this guy just said, but I'm going to read is what Dark said on the bottom. Christ almighty. Bro wrote a whole essay about the damn Magic, state of the Magic. Like, bro, no, this is what these YouTube videos are made for. Like, dude, no one's gonna sit there. People definitely sat there and read that. That's the funny part. Like, bro, what the hell? To close out Magic vs. Gators, poor Chadwick. Like, this dude couldn't see his guys hit a single home run last season. They just couldn't hit the ball at all last year. Meanwhile, in 2 innings, Cheatham went deep twice and Jorgensen went deep twice. And there was a grand slam on one of those. And it's like, Chadwick's like, what have I been missing? Like, Chadwick couldn't believe his eyes. Holy crap. Chadwick was like the 3rd best hitter on the day. Last year, he was the Magic's best. Like, holy crap. You know what? Hey. Who knows? The Gators this season, they're a wild card of a team, bro, but I have hopes for high hopes for the Gators, honestly. A lot to unpack in one screenshot. So to begin with, they're going to both Comerica and to Citizens Bank Park. They went from minor league to major league ballparks within a year. MLW, I gotta give a hand to Kyle Schultz for taking this league so far. And this is season 14 now, if I'm not mistaken. They have come so damn far, and I'm so impressed with these guys. They've done so much. Now, going back to the D-backs here. Okay, Trey Flood surprised the shit out of fans across the league. Like, again, a few weeks back, like, Norp said, you know what, like, Trey can throw for heat. And I think this season, you know what, we're going to be seeing a lot more Trey Flood on the mound consistently, like him, rather than Heath. Speaking of Heath, I don't even know what his role is going to be. But then Casey Bennett also matched the home run as well, which, I mean, like, sophomore surge. It happened last year with Allen, Pearson, and Baranowski. I'm going to keep reiterating that. This year, Bennett and Flood are going to be really solid for the Diamondbacks. If these guys 3P, I swear to God, this is going to be insane. The Preds need Jake Longman so unbelievably bad. Rudy and Steve couldn't do crap at the plate. Like, dude, please, you guys need to get Jake Longman there so bad. Even Steve didn't look the greatest on the mound. Bro, they need someone. They need Jake Longman. I'm hoping he's, like, as advertised. But considering he's been on MLW radars for, like, 5 years at this point, for bro to finally get drafted, it either says something about, like, you know what, maybe there's been issues about him, or, you know what, it's just been long overdue. I don't know, but someone better than Rudy and McGlade in that 4 spot is what the Predators need. It's Jimmy Norp. What do you expect? This kind of stuff happens with Jimmy Norp all the time. Top 10 play easily. It's Jimmy freaking Norp, bro. He's going to have at least 1 entry, if not 2, in the top 3 alone. This series really did raise quite a few question marks, especially for the Preds. Like, we can see that they definitely need Longman as a hitter. Hitting wise, you know, Crouch and Russell, they were serviceable. They didn't have the greatest day, but honestly, D-backs were pretty similar with their hitting, so you didn't need that much to win the series. They did end up losing the series, though. You know what? Just a very confusing day. He's right. I don't know what to say about McGlade. Rudy can't really be in the lineup after what I saw today. Like, Rudy and McGlade in the 4th spot when it combined 0 for 11. Like, it wasn't good. They were not good. Bro, your season just started. Like, chill the hell out. You guys are going to be fine. He's right, though. The reason the Diamondbacks are so successful is it's heavily dominated by one reason. Jimmy Norp, he lets his guys have the opportunity. Yes, he runs the show when he has to run the show, but he lets his guys do their thing because he knows how talented Heath, Shima, Bennett, and Flood all are. We haven't seen Jacob Pishka yet. I'm thinking he's going to be a pretty good guy. But honestly, you know what? Norp as a teammate, fantastic guy. The one instance where it's like he wasn't even a bad teammate, he was just locked in, is where Bennett's like, Norp, how you feeling? And he just goes, don't talk to me. Like that is a story I remember that was actually hilarious as hell. But again, Norp, selfless superstar, all the to Jesus, the chicken finger. I think this is the Trey Flood we expected. This dude has been like scouted around for years. Teams always thought like, you know what, he could be the next thing. And honestly, after that first series, I'm not going to overreact yet because we don't know what's going to happen, like, if it's sustainable all the way through. However, Trey Flood showed that, you know what, he actually has the stuff. Again, everyone's drafted in the league for a reason. Bro has the stuff. He's got the tools, he's got the experience, and he's got the damn arsenal. The kid's going to be lethal. Trey's good, McGlade is not. I love the way bro worded that, and then he just adds Preds 4 bat sucks. Honestly, yeah, Preds 4 bat, literally 0 for 11. god awful in this series. Just like, dude, come on. That's probably the biggest takeaway from this series, that these guys they just need Jake Longman. It's no discredit against Ramirez and McGlade, but if the Preds want to win for the first time since 2019 and a four-man rule is in place, they need Jake Longman. He'd probably be a much more reliable hitter than Rudy Ramirez. No disrespect to one of the funnest guys, one of my favorite players in the league. However, he's just not up to par. He really just is not. I feel like Casey Bennett is the downtown Diamondbacks guard dog in the Discord. Like, whenever anybody attacks Shima, Heath, Flood, or Norp, Bennett just comes in and he just just protects his guys. Like, he's just there. He's just like, I don't know, the dad of the group, he protects them. I don't know. But Casey Bennett, how do you not like Casey Bennett? Preds beating the D-backs showed like a lot about what the team has talent-wise. And the D-backs losing the series, you know what? Again, that was probably the toughest task they have on the schedule. They're easily going to, I think, I'm not going to say easily clean up the Magic, but they'll definitely take at least 2 games from the Magic. Cobras, I think they'll take 2 games there. Same with the Cats. And I think they also got the Mallards on the schedule this year. That one will be another close series. But every one of their AL series, I can definitely see them taking 2, if not all 3 games. So honestly, Preds are still in a very good spot. After one good series, I'm still pretty high on the Preds. Quick little PSA here, sponsored by Alec Warda himself. Long story short, if anybody's watching these videos and you know what, they try to talk shit in the MLW, like in the game discussion channel, where these videos pretty much like get their fuel. Honestly, dude, MLW players, they're not getting paid. They sacrifice their own time, which I mean, like playing wiffle ball for them, it's more a passion, not a sacrifice. They're happy to play wiffle ball, but at the end of the day, you know what? They take time out of their schedule to come here and, you know, build a brand. You know what, they produce, they play games. You know what, I'm not saying that, oh, Kyle takes them for granted, they're like a cash cow for Kyle. That's not the case here. But these guys, you know what, they work around their schedules. A lot of them donate their time to help at events and, you know, do more extracurriculars for MLW and help build the brand. So again, you can't really, like, again, you don't know what MLW players are going through in their own life, you really just don't know, and you can't say anything bad about them, really. All you see them do is play wiffle ball. You see what they do on a screen. You can't say, oh, Jimmy Norp is that good, I want him to die. He's like, no, you can't say that. That's just borderline stupid, okay? And Warda agrees with me. Like, again, I agree with what Warda's saying, that, you know what, again, these guys, they're innocent guys who have lives. You know what, they're just here contributing, they're having a good time, they're playing wiffle, they're making some great YouTube content for us. Can we just not all just, like, understand that these guys aren't professional athletes getting paid? They're just donating their time, they're having a great time, and they're producing fantastic content for us. And literally in the middle of Warda's rant, like, not really a rant, but we get this in the middle of it. What the hell are you trying to say, bro? What is wrong with you? What the fuck? Poor Casey, bro. Feels good to be hitting a triple-digit number. Hey, Casey, again, sophomore surge time for both you and Dre. Hey, it's your time this season. You guys are due for it, bro. You guys are absolutely due for it. Honestly, I'd have the Gators over the Cobras. After Slate 1, I'd have the Gators over the Cobras. Gators hitters had a very good series, and the same with the pitchers. They might have lost, Cobras pitchers had a great series, same with the Gators. Gators hitters had a solid series. Cobras, other than Drew, not really. I can't really disagree with anything else on this list, and it's no knock against the Cobras at all, because I love the Cobras, I love Drew Davis. But after one series, which again, we're jumping the gun way too early, Cobras are still my favorites to win the World Series. Jumping the gun way too early here. Gators, for Slate 1, I'm making this clear, for Slate 1, are 7, and the Cobras are 8 in the rankings. Take it with a grain of salt. I mean, you know what, that's actually epic. In the same weekend, Carter ended up talking to a lot of MLW guys. He went to go see them play at the Meadows, and then meanwhile, I met up with ECK. On another note, Drew, you hate how much you love Crouch. As a Magic fan, I hate how much I love you, Drew. Let's just make that clear right now, no homo. I can only imagine what it was like watching it in person, because I was watching it live, and it's like, I was watching it in the video, and it's like, what the hell? Where did this kid cut? Like, no one expected Trey Flood to pitch 2 games in the series and dominate them both, and the Preds to lose both of those. For him to beat the Preds down and the D-backs to win them both. No one saw that coming. That is absolutely gorgeous. the full Superman extension, dive, whatever you want to call it, just full arms out, legs out, and he dodged the thing and he got a little league homer out of it. Like, bro believes he can fly or something. So it's less about Wildcats and like it being very good so far and leading the pitching stats. For me, it's the fact that Zach Whalen, he goes unnoticed so freaking much. Holy crap, like no one pays attention to Zach Whalen, and he's always one of the most consistent OPS on base. He's always like doing something. His average is always really good. Why is Zach Whalen always looking like very overlooked for some reason? Like he's really coming to his own in this league. Holy crap, he's one of the better veterans at this point. It's unbelievable. I'm being dead honest when I say that the Preds fans just gotta hope and pray to God that Jake Longman can just break this streak, because out of all their rookies, James Swanson, Mac Hawley, Rudy Ramirez, Stephen McGlade. Stephen really looked good his first season. Swanson's bounced around from team to team at this point. And there's just so many question marks with some of these guys. Like Ramirez doesn't look all that good. Hawley just hasn't gotten the reps. Hawley has a little bit of promise on him. I just hope that Jake Longman, a pure wiffle ball guy, can come in here and dominate and just be that last piece that the Preds need to finally get back to glory. And to end things off, Jay comes in here with a bro thinky cardi. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know anymore. I'm at a loss for words. I gotta take a drink of water. Whatever. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna be it for this Discord Reacts. I got a very exciting Sim League video coming in the next few days. I am so excited to post this one and finally just give this news to you guys. Oh my, like that, it's gonna be just, I don't know, I might cry on camera. I might just say that. It's gonna be nuts. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, that's it for this Discord Reacts. Magic, Gators, and then Diamondbacks, Preds, everything is in the book for Slate 1. Let me know what you guys think about Slate 1, some takeaways, predictions for Slate 2. Let me know everything down in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys all next time. Peace out, y'all.